You have finally made the decision. You're going out there to see as much as you can. You have your monthly budget for accommodation, just like one would have their monthly budget for rent, and all you need now is a place to book everything. I personally like to have at least my next 3 accommodations either booked or picked out so I know which direction I'm heading in. But when you go to book a hotel for the first time, you have an overwhelming amount of options. Do I go with Kayak, Hotels, Expedia, Booking, Orbitz, Priceline, Snap Travel? Do I book directly with the hotel? How many of these companies own each other? How do I get free rooms and free upgrades like all these other travel influencers talk about? Which website will allow us to make the most of our money? I'd say I've booked over 100 hotels in the past 2 years, and through trial and error, I have learned how to save and how not to. So today I'm going to share with you the tactics that I personally use to get the cheapest accommodation prices on everything that I book and get some free rooms and some great perks like upgrades as well. Alright, so I'm going to start at the very beginning. People don't just randomly obtain free rooms and free upgrades without ever having booked a hotel. So if you are first starting out and have not booked any hotels before, my first recommendation is to start with Hotels Combined, but this is only for the beginning. We'll get to why in a second. Hotels Combined will show you the prices listed for all travel sites in one place. So you don't have to have like 15 browsers open at the same time checking the same hotel on every single one. So on there, begin to look for your first hotel room. And for the sake of this video, we're gonna take a little trip to Ogallala, Nebraska on March 7th because it's fun to say. What I like the most about this site, Hotels Combined, is that it actually shows you which days would be cheaper to travel to these places on. Most hotel sites don't usually do that. Flights do, but not so much hotels. So this is also something you could definitely bounce back to in the future if you're on a really tight budget and have flexible dates. Okay, so the cheapest option is booking with Hotels Combined, but this site doesn't have a rewards program, which is why we won't be booking with them or using this site in the future. Because even though on here it says Booking.com is offering this site for $37, I actually see it for $31 when I log into my booking account because I have the Genius Level 3 discount. And sure, I might spend a few extra dollars at first, or none at all even, but this is going to save me a lot of money in the long run. And this is a tactic more for long-term travel, not if you just take a vacation once a year. So to lay it out simply, I've found that Booking.com and Hotels.com have the best loyalty programs and reward systems. But using more than 2 is going to spread you too thin, and it will take a lot longer to reap the benefits. So let me explain the benefits of these sites and how to use them before we continue on with our fake trip. When you sign up for Bookings.com, you automatically receive 10% off of their selected properties. Then, once you complete 5 stays within 2 years, you get upgraded to Genius Level 2, and you get 10 to 15% off of bookings at participating properties and free room upgrades when applicable and free breakfast. And honestly, that has been great. I have loved my free room upgrades. And after completing 15 stays in 2 years, you then get moved up to Genius Level 3, which can give you up to 20% off booking at participating properties, and that really adds up if you travel a lot. And of course, along with the free room upgrades and free breakfasts. And honestly, if you are traveling for 2 weeks straight, you already hit Genius Level 3. So I use Booking when I'm on a really tight budget because I know I'm going to see the best prices, but if I'm gonna book somewhere a little nicer and more expensive, I'm gonna use Hotels.com. Now they both have a similar reward system, though prices on hotels are usually higher than Bookings. Hotels does offer a different incentive. For every 10 nights that you book with them, they then give you 1 night for free of an average of the past 10 nights that you just spent. So if you spend exactly $100 for every single hotel room, you would then get a reward credit for $100 towards another hotel room. So you see, this is why this is the website I book more expensive hotels on, because then my average for my free night is going to be higher. So since this specific hotel is $37 on both Booking and Hotels.com, I would definitely choose to purchase it with Booking because I don't really want that $37 into my average. This is mainly how I see it. If it's under $50, I'm gonna use Booking, and if it's over $50, I'm probably gonna use Hotels, unless it's like a huge difference. So if on Booking it's $51 a night and on Hotels it's $68 a night, I'm still gonna go with Booking because that's just too big of a difference for it to really make me feel like I'm saving something. It's like a giant game, honestly, but if you learn how to play it, you can really maximize your benefits. If I booked with websites that didn't offer a rewards program, it would just be such a waste. So many of them offer it. These are just my favorite ones, but don't book a hotel room without it being in a rewards program. Get the most of your money. Not all hotels are on both sites though, so sometimes you are forced to choose one or the other. Now here's what I don't like about Booking.com, but honestly most companies do this. When you bring up your map to see your options of the places in the area, you assume that you're going to see all of your options. But generally the ones that they show you at first are the most expensive ones. And then you scroll in a little bit and all these other ones start popping up, and usually those are the cheaper ones. So it might take an extra 5 minutes to look for the hotel you want for the night, but it could save you hundreds over the course of time. Don't fall for those marketing tricks. Even sorted price low to high before and have had a lower priced one show up like way down on the list. I'm like, it literally says right there, price low to high. What? And what I don't like about hotels.com is that it says you're getting the best price everywhere on the internet, but it's usually cheaper on booking.com. I do just really like getting the free rewards nights, so the good outweighs the bad. And as a little extra bonus tip on how to get some free nights, it would be a good idea to look into getting a travel credit card. I got mine for free through my bank, no annual fee, and it gets rid of all foreign transaction fees. If you've never traveled outside of the country before and don't know, every time you swipe your debit card somewhere, your bank charges you a few cents or a percentage of the transaction as a foreign transaction fee. And those aren't fun. So with every dollar I spend on this credit card, I get points based off where I'm spending the money, and then once I get up to 2,500 points, that's $25 off my credit card bill, which could go to hotels, flights, bags, anything travel related, etc. And over the 2 years that I've had it, I have gotten back a few $100s just by spending money and not spending an extra dime. Alright you guys, I hope this helped you save a little bit of money and find the best prices for picking out your future accommodations. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe for more cheap travel tips. I will catch y'all on the next one.